Ingredients required to make lamb masala: 1.5 medium-sized onions, 3 medium-sized tomatoes, 4 to 5 green bird's eye chilies, 1 piece of frozen garlic and 1 piece of frozen ginger. A small amount of fennel seeds, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 8 to 10 tablespoons of cooking oil. The following spices: 1.5 teaspoons of cumin, 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala, 1.5 teaspoons of fenugreek powder, 1 teaspoon of mustard powder, half teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, depending on how hot you like it, 1.5 teaspoons of curry powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1.5 teaspoons of paprika powder. A handful of chopped coriander. And the main ingredient, 2 pounds of leg of lamb on the bone, chopped into small pieces. First, chop the onions into small pieces. Put the lamb in a pot, adding the frozen ginger and garlic to it. Add the onions, the fennel seeds, all the spices. Then chop the green chilies into small pieces. And add these to the mix as well. Add 3/4 of a cup of water. Give it a good stir. Cover, put on a medium heat and let it simmer for up to 30 minutes. Don't let it stick to the bottom of the pan. Stir now and again. Whilst the lamb is simmering, chop the tomatoes into small pieces. Keep stirring so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Make sure you cover it again once you've stirred it. The water should start to dry up, but don't let it dry completely. Keep stirring. Because of the consistency now of the mixture, I'm adding the oil after 20 minutes of cooking. Add the tomatoes. Add the coriander. Stir it all in and now let it simmer on a medium heat without the lid. Keep stirring it and don't let it stick to the bottom of the pan. This is how it looks after 20 minutes of cooking on a medium heat without the lid. After an hour of cooking, the sauce is quite red now and the oil has started to separate from the water. After an hour of cooking, the meat should be tender. Add half a glass of water to the mixture. This gives it a bit more sauce. Stir it. Put it on a very low heat now. Cover it and let it cook for at least half an hour. This is what it looks like after about 5 or 6 minutes. You should stir it every so often so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. This is after another 25 minutes. It's got a really good colour to it. It's got a good consistency. The lamb is nice and tender, so you can switch the heat off. Transfer the lamb curry to a dish and it's ready to serve.